Fisher Ron McWilliams, professional bass angler Mike Connelly, Midwest Outdoors Bob Jensen, and Gulf Coast editor Larry Bosco will be our special guest, and we'll be headed on the trail with a guy that wanted to know if after the divorce, would they still be cousins? We're talking about those guys from Vanderbilt, your work boot center. Saturday mornings at 7 o'clock Pacific time on CRN Digital Talk, CRN2. I'm Jim Ferguson. I'll see you on the trail.
Welcome to Winning Strategies, Defenders of Capitalism, hosted by nationally recognized merchant banker Tim Connolly. Live talk radio that connects you with the titans of business, the men and women who move financial markets. Call now with your questions for Tim toll-free at 1-800-336-2225. That's 1-800-336-2225. Or email him at talk@winningstrategies.net. Now, here's Tim Connolly.
Welcome back to Winning Strategies. Lots of market-driving news this morning. We've got Mike King in Las Vegas, Gary Cella in the heartland of hedge funds, Greenwich, Connecticut, and, of course, Tim Connolly in Houston, Texas. So, Mike, what do you think about the unemployment numbers, besides the fact that they're so bogus?
Well, private payrolls increased 83,000. That's not bad. That's a very surprising number to me. The surprising payrolls have done so well. Even though, and also last month, there was an increase of 33,000 that was revised. So private payrolls are picking up. Government payrolls declined substantially as census workers are laid off.
Well, I think the consensus on private was 90,000, so that's part of the reason the futures dropped from being up over 100 to where they are now. But, you know, all in all, it doesn't look too bad. Now, I still don't understand the 9.5% drop, but I will bet after somebody tears all this apart that it's because people ran out of unemployment, and people are treated as employed by these numbers when they run out of unemployment payments, which is a pretty bizarre way to treat things. But Gary, what do you think about this? What were you expecting?
Good morning. I think you hit it right on the head. I think that when the government no longer counts hard working or working in the sense that they're looking for a job, people, they no longer count. Well, sure. I mean, if you have, 3 people unemployed out of 10, and then you disregard 2 of them, well then, you could say, yeah, the unemployment rate's 10%, when in reality it's 30. I know it's not that high, but it's darn close to 17%.
Oh no, 18, Gary. The number today, including the underemployed, is 18.1. How's that? Isn't that pretty?
You always have to be suspect of, in fact, this kind of ties into this. I don't know if anyone caught this, but Jeff Immelt, the CEO of GE, here's his quote yesterday. He said, and I quote, "Business does not like Obama, and Obama does not like business."
And it's so true. And business does not like instability. Business does not like known quantities. And every month he's coming up with something else. Now, okay, he's passed his health care reform bill, which, of course, now the costs are beginning to stack up. The CBO said just this week that it's going to substantially damage efforts to reduce the deficit. And then he's come up yesterday with his big immigration law speech. He wants to see immigration reformed. What this administration and everybody needs to focus on is jobs formation. And they need to get us out of Afghanistan. They need to get us out of Iraq. And they need to take those resources and focus on building the economy of the United States of America.
Do you know that we've been at war in Afghanistan for longer than our involvement in World War II?
Absolutely. It's the longest running war the United States has ever been in, and the biggest loser imaginable. And the only thing that I feel badly about is that General Petraeus is going to have to find a face-saving way to declare a win and get us out of Afghanistan.
And then and of course you feel bad for all of the young men and women that have lost their life there fighting for a bureaucratic war. I mean, that's what this has really turned into. And you can blame Bush for this. I mean, Lord knows I come down on Obama many a time, but it's like immigration reform, fellas. If either party really wanted to solve it, they know what to do, but they don't want to solve it because they're afraid to lose the Hispanic vote. So they talk about it to appease the middle grounds, but they don't do anything about it because they don't want to upset the Hispanic vote. And every election cycle, we go through the same phase. There's lip service about it, but nothing really changes. If you wanted to do something, either party has the authority and certainly the public mandate to do it. They just won't. But people are getting fed up now. In fact, that's why they're suing. They're going to sue Arizona, because the governor there, she actually did something that neither party's ever done. She actually took a stand.
Well, and that's part of the problem that we deal with on a daily basis, is a lack of statesmanlike behavior, of doing the right thing rather than the politically correct thing. And those are the issues we deal with. And you know, Mike, it's nice seeing 83,000 new jobs produced, and it's encouraging, but we don't have a government that encourages business.